abandoning attachment to the householder of the benefactors. And benefactors are our sponsors. And the householder of our sponsors. It's this kind of, many like the practitioners, it's difficult to give up, how do you say, to abandon attachment to the household of the benefactors. Because benefactor is all the time, is you go to there, they are coming, and then you receive some present, you receive some offerings, you receive like, and then it's according that you are create desire attachment. Because it's like a kind of expecting my sponsors, my benefactors. And also it's like sometimes according that the householder of the benefactors, there are a lot of argumentations, and it's like, oh, this is my benefactor, it's not your benefactors, this kind of lot of, and then it's to the source of the quarrel and the source of argumentations, and therefore it is better to abandon our own individual attachment to the householder of the benefactors. The verses goes like this: sins, offerings, and honors may cause us to quarrel and make our listening, reflect, and meditation degenerated. If we have like such desire attachment to these benefactors, and then it's like we are making degenerator of our listen Dharma, reflecting on Dharma, meditation of the Dharmas. Why? Because it's like a kind of, there's a rivalry, there's a kind of jealousy, and specifically like jealousies, or like through the desire attachment, that is my benefactors. And also it's like these benefactors connect to the other, and that is we have jealousies. And through this kind of disturbing emotions, and then it's make obstacles for us. For the how do you say it? To study Dharma or the development of the Dharmas degenerated. Therefore, abandon attachment to the householder of the friends, relatives, and the benefactors. This is the Bodhisattva's practice. And we hear it's like a kind of householder. And it's like principally our desire attachment. It is maybe it comes from, of course, it is from the householder and a friend, and it's like benefactors and relatives and many there is. And from that, then they are like kind of each other's together, lot of quarrel and conflicting. And according that, then it's like a kind of making the degeneration of the Dharma activity, which is listen, reflecting, and meditating things. And therefore, it is very important to inner our desire attachment to abandon, and inner our desire attachment to those object of the householder, of the friends, relative, and benefactors. And also maybe if we can do more clarified. For example, if you have been in the family situations, sometimes there is also like kind of competitions, challenge, and a lot of, for example, even the parents, and for example, children, they like more fathers, mothers become more angry and more jealous. If children love to more mother, and fathers take more jealous and more rivalries, and inside there is competitions. And this is kind of the relative competition, or the families like kind of competitions. For example, if you have like many different cousin, brother, uncle, aunties, for example, it's your uncles. Maybe it's like he love to you, or maybe it's he or she is love to your brother, sister, aunt. Then it's like there's anger, attachment. Before this, my relative loved me, but now it's like not very much. And connect to my brother and sisters, others. This kind of thing, anyway, is the relatives and the benefactor or friend, it doesn't matter, householder, sometimes a lot of quarrels is like this. And then it's like beside that, even the families become enemies. Even the families is become the like kind of war there is. And like this, and according the friend, according the householder, relative and benefactors, a lot of like problems occurring things. If we are like kind of completely abandoned jealousy and like rivalry and attachment to them, and they're coming close, we need to through the compassion to have good relation and good connections, but there's no desire attachment, no clingings. And then it's like become the more good relations and more happy, and also in our minds there's not much disturbance because we already is like applied the antidote of our desire attachment, and therefore it is very important to abandon in our attachment towards like household of the friend, relatives, and benefactors. And this is a very marvelous. But any cases, any kind of one we have desire attachment, also we begin to study. Sometimes we need to analyze our own desire attachment. Sometimes we analyze to the object of the which kind to making our desire attachment clingings, to concern both sides, to diminish the reality, to make the diminution of our own individual desire attachment. And then I'm going to the next verse.